The United States District Court for the Southern District of Illinois is now in session. The Honorable Gilbert C. Season presiding. All persons doing business with the Honorable Court draw near, give your attention, and you shall be heard. God give the United States of America and these honorable, God save these United States of America and this honorable court.
Thank you. Please be seated. Well, welcome everyone. Good morning. Days like this are very special, not only for the reality and welcoming new Americans into this United States of America, but it has some personal meaning for me as well. I have my own immigrant story myself. Even though I was actually born in Newark, New Jersey, my parents actually immigrated from the Philippines in the 1960s. My father came in 1963. He's from Ilocos Sur, so I know there are a couple of Filipinos here. I saw the candidate list. I know there are at least 6 or 7. He was an Ilocano, but he studied in St. Thomas University medicine, and then he wanted to come to the United States to finish his studies in medicine. My mother is from Imus, Cavite, and so a little province near Manila. And she studied at UP and University of the Philippines, and she was a chemist. And so she wanted to basically finish her studies here in the United States as well. Interestingly enough, they both came to different places in the United States. They actually met here in St. Louis, got married here in St. Louis, and then they had me in New Jersey, and then I eventually found my way and wound my way back into St. Louis. And so it's very special for me, even though I did not have to take the naturalization test and go all through the things that you went through. I can promise you I might fail it, and so it is very special, and you've actually done it. You know more, I can tell you, you know more about American history than a lot of average Americans do. And that's really impressive, because that you're taking in the history of a country that's not originally yours, and you're welcoming it as your own. So I wanted to give you a few thoughts about why I think it's special to be an American citizen. In one sense, you are no different than many other Americans that have come to this country since the beginning, when they settled this country, except for the Native Americans. Every American, every one of them is an immigrant. Every single one of them. You know, and so you have that bond of unity right there, but it's also unique in the sense. Unique in the sense that, you know, and I'm going to give you a quote. It was a story from when President Reagan left office. He found a letter that he was given a letter by someone, doesn't know who it was, but he received it from a man. He says he doesn't know why he chose to write it, but he actually wrote that you can go to France or live in France, but you can't become a Frenchman. You can go to live in Germany or Italy, but you can't become a German or Italian. And then he went on. You can go through Turkey, Japan, and other countries. But he said anyone from any corner in the world can come to live in the United States and become an American. And that's really what's special about it. What's unique about being an American citizen is that it's not. It's a desire to do that, you know, and in other countries you might desire to be a French citizen, you might desire to be a German citizen, and you might be that citizen, but you're probably technically not going to be German, or French, or Italian, whatever. But here, you know, whatever your nationality, whatever your background, whatever your ethos, you know, you are an American. Once you take that oath of citizenship, you actually will be an American. It doesn't matter where you're from. And you have that unity together. And I think that's what I think makes being an American citizen very special and very unique. And so I wanted to sort of share with you, you know, you might not know how important immigrants are to this country and what they actually have contributed to this country. So I'll go through a list of names you might not know. Maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't. You know, and thinking like, okay, well, no, all these individuals are immigrants who came from other places, became American citizens, and went to do very great things. So the first one I wanted to talk to you about is, surely everyone who has taken a science class or a math class knows who Albert Einstein is. But did you know that he actually immigrated here from Germany to Italy to Switzerland to Austria to Belgium and eventually found his way here to the United States, eventually to become the foremost father of physics and theories today which are being tested. His theories of time and space are being tested time and time again, and they're holding up to scrutiny, even though they're many, many years old. Levi Strauss. Have you ever bought a pair of blue jeans? The famous Levi Strauss jeans, Levi's jeans. I know there are other more famous brands now, but if it wasn't for Levi's jeans, you wouldn't have like Guess jeans and all these other brands that you have out there. But he came from Germany to the United States, and in 1873, he founded his first company to sell blue jeans. Steve Chen. I don't know if you know who Steve Chen is. He immigrated from Taiwan to the United States. And then his partner, Jawed Karim, emigrated from East Germany to the United States. Do you know what company that they founded? I'm pretty sure you probably looked on the internet this morning and plugged a video or looked at a video. Well, they're the co-founders of YouTube. And so if you didn't know that, everybody uses it. My kids use it, I use it, we don't know. But those two individuals who founded that company were in fact immigrants from different parts of the world. Irving Berlin. So he went from Russia to the United States in 1893, but music, performing arts. He was born he was really born from humble beginnings. He was born in a Russian hut on a dirt floor. He fled an anti-Jewish pogrom, and then he came here to the United States. And what did he do here when he came to the United States? He only wrote one of the most famous Christmas songs of all time, White Christmas. If you've ever heard White Christmas, have you ever heard different renditions of it? It started with Irving Berlin. He also wrote one of the most famous patriotic songs, God Bless America. So you hear that in stadiums all across the country or in churches and whatnot. Those two songs are indelibly marked to Irving Berlin. Madeleine Albright, I don't know if you know that. She's from Czechoslovakia. She emigrated from Czechoslovakia to the United States in 1948. And had a very distinguished career. For those of you who don't remember, she was the very first female United States Secretary of State. And then turning to something more that you might be able to remember, sports. Sports is a big ethos in our country, and we have a number of sports. Probably the most famous and what we call our national pastime is baseball. Baseball is a uniquely American sport that was started here. I get that maybe historically it probably was derived from other sports like cricket and all that stuff, and we can debate that all you want. But the point is, Mariano Rivera fled here from Panama to the United States and became probably one of the most foremost closers in baseball. This is a person who actually finishes the game in baseball, and he's in the Hall of Fame. So what I hope this shows you is that this is a small samplings of Americans that came from places like where you're coming from and went to do very, very great things. But that doesn't mean that just because you don't do great things, you're not a part of this country or you don't contribute to this country. As a matter of fact, I can point you to one instance, and this is a group of Americans who are very much unsung, but if it wasn't for their contributions, the United States would not be where they are today. So I don't know if any of you heard of the Transcontinental Railroad. Transcontinental Railroad was a railroad project that was designed to connect both sides of the country. It eventually met from the east and the west, and it met at Promontory Point, Utah, and eventually when that finished, it was the first railroad that crisscrossed the United States in 1878. I can tell you that many Chinese immigrants were brought in here to build that railroad. The circumstances probably a little suspect, but the point is that they contributed to it, they built it, and if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for their labors and efforts, the United States would not be where it is today. Unfortunately, the United States had some bad history. After that, they passed the Anti-Chinese Immigration Act, which prevented Chinese individuals from immigrating here to the United States until 1943, which is one of the very first immigration acts that actually excluded a specific group of people. And I think they wised up and they revoked it but the point is that what you see here is that what they did, what the Chinese did, is they actually immigrated. Once they finished the project, they went to various cities and they congregated in those various cities. And now you see them, and they're still there today. For example, Washington, D.C. and San Francisco have the most prominent, what we call Chinatowns. They are incubators of business. They drive the city. They're hubs of innovation and bustleness. And so, what I hope you glean from this is that, while our country's had some issues, for example, when World War II occurred, we interned Japanese Americans. The Supreme Court upheld it, but 70 years later they said that was wrong. We don't always get it right, but I think we get a lot of things right. And because we get a lot of things right, people from all over the country, despite our issues, despite the problems that we have, still want to come here. Still want to come here to be U.S. citizens. And so I hope when you think about that, whether you go on to do great and big things, great. But whether you just contribute in your own little way to your community, you are part and parcel of this country, big and small. You are just as important as the Madeleine Albrights, as the Mariano Riveras, as the Irving Berlins, because you are a part of an experiment that is still ongoing. Think about this for a minute. In the whole history of our planet, the United States is trying to be the first attempt to be a multiracial, multicultural, multi-religious democracy. Think about that. And if you think about places in the world where just a simple, for example, difference in religion, or difference in dialect, or difference in ethnicity can result in wars, famines, resulting in refugees leaving and fleeing different countries. We don't do that here. We come here. This is the refuge for all these people. And I think that's what really makes this country very, very special. And I hope you see that too. That's why coming here and doing these citizenship ceremonies is so, so very dear to me. Because even though I wasn't naturalized, I know the efforts that my parents came here to do and give me the life that they wanted to give me, and what I did with it. I'd like to think I did something good with it. I'm here, and I'm entering in a new class of citizens. So my final word to you is, when you take the oath, and then when you do the Pledge of Allegiance, this is the first time you will take the Pledge of Allegiance as Americans. Listen carefully to those words. And as you become citizens and go back to your communities, I task you, keep your culture, keep your religion. That's what enriches us. Just because you're different or unique doesn't mean that you're bad or that you're not valued. You are. I remember, for example, when my parents came, they adopted Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was not known in the Philippines, but in America, usually Thanksgiving you have turkey. Well, guess what we had? We had rice and duck and other Asian food, but we still celebrated Thanksgiving. And so make it uniquely your own. Take these American traditions, make it uniquely your own. Keep your traditions, keep your language, keep your religion. That's why you're here. We celebrate that. Yes, there might be a few here and there that might not like it, but the vast supermajority of Americans value it. The vast supermajority of this country values it, values the diversity, values the contributions that you will make in this country. Quite frankly, I'm looking forward to what you do with it. And so when you're called, and then as you become citizens of the United States, as much as you are gaining, you also have responsibilities as well. This republic, this country can only succeed if you participate. So when you're asked to vote, vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for, but vote. Think about who you think is the better person, vote for that person. When you're called to jury duty, go in. Relish that. I know a lot of people think, oh, jury duty, it's not so great. But it is. If you think about it for a minute, jury duty consists of a group of individuals who probably would never cross each other's path. And they're stuck in a room. They have to listen to the evidence, and they have to make a decision about who's right, who's wrong, or who wins, or who loses the case. It's a beautiful thing. So there's a lot of parts of our American democracy that are beautiful, and I hope that you will cherish it, and I hope you will pass on to your children and your children's children the value of what it is to actually be an American citizen. I'm excited for you. This is a wonderful occasion, and I look forward to you in a few minutes becoming U.S. citizens. All right. So, I think you all are waiting for the big event. So at this time, the court is going to recognize Amanda Fisher, who is the Assistant United States Attorney for the Southern District of Illinois. Ms. Fisher.
My name is Amanda Fisher, and on behalf of the Department of Homeland Security and the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, I am pleased to present to the court 40 candidates from 27 countries for naturalization, whose applications have been approved by the Attorney General of the United States. I respectfully request that the court administer the oath of allegiance to these candidates for naturalization.
So Ms. Fisher, has it been shown to the satisfaction of the Department of Justice that these applicants have resided in the United States during the period required by the acts of Congress, and that during all of these periods they have been and still are persons of good moral character, attached to the principles of the Constitution of the United States, and disposed to the good order and happiness of the United States?
On behalf of the Department of Justice, I am authorized to say that this showing has been made.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to take the oath of allegiance to the United States. This oath has two parts. In the first part, you will absolutely and entirely renounce allegiance to any foreign state or sovereignty. In the second part of the oath, you will swear to support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. These words are plain. The oath means what it says. I charge you that if any person among you has a different intention in taking the oath, that you reveal it to me now to the end, so that the petition for naturalization filed by that person may be withdrawn or dismissed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the same oath that's taken by every officer of the United States, every military officer, every elected official in the United States. So please listen carefully as I administer the oath to you. I will now request that all candidates for citizenship stand at this time. All right, all candidates, if you could raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen. That I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law. That I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law. That I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law. And that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, you're now citizens of the United States of America. All right. Now, at this time, I want you to remain standing, and I want to introduce the United States Marshal in this district, David C. Davis, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations again. Please repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. And before we close, and then you get your certificates, and then of course you'll have an opportunity to take pictures here. So, which I think is what you want. I know that it's special because I have my parents' certificates. They were naturalized in Louisiana, in the Western District of Louisiana in the 1970s. So I still have their certificate and their pictures in my house, and so I'm pretty sure this will go in very prominent places in your own homes. So first I wanted to thank Amanda Fisher, who's the Assistant United States Attorney. She was here today, obviously helping with the administration of the oath. Monica Stump, our Clerk of Court. Thomas Galbraith, our Chief Deputy for the Clerk of Court. Obviously Dave C. Davis, our United States Marshal. My courtroom deputy who opened court today, Katina Simpson. We also have Assistant United States Attorney Dan Caraway, who's also here as well. Our court reporter, who's taking this down because this is an actual formal court proceeding, Chris Labouie, she's here. Christy Rensing, who's in our District Court Clerk's office, who helped organize this event, and obviously you guys would not be sitting here and this wouldn't be as organized as it is without Chris Rensing. Sherry Weeks, also he's here to help out and assist in this, and then Rich Donner, who's obviously our person who is doing the legal video and obviously to memorialize this wonderful, wonderful event. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is a wonderful day. Celebrate, enjoy, and I cannot tell you how joyful and happy I am on this very, very special occasion. And I look forward to sharing with you briefly, where you take pictures here as you get your certificate. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Simpson, who will close the court and issue the certificates.
Congratulations, everyone. Yay! Well, there being no further business in this court is now officially adjourned.
Okay.
And then, Dave, did you understand what judge for the pictures?
We can move it up too if you want to have it in the center. However you want.
You don't want to do that, Judge?
They'll want to see that.
Want me to hold your stuff?
I'm not going to get the seal in,
You're not gonna get
Judge,
it?
so
All right, then we can just get it out of
But
the
it
way.
can just be gone.
Okay, take it. Thank you. Sorry.
I'm gonna hand you the certificate, but you're not reading their name? Sure.
Nope.
Perfect, perfect.
If you want to take it, you don't have to be in the center. You want to just go back there. I know, not to fuss you up here. Do you want to say the name? Okay then, all right, so, okay. Save the names off to the side and we'll get this out of the picture.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to warn you ahead of time, I'm sorry if I butcher your names, but we'll be starting with number 1, is going to be Josefina Brajas.
Congratulations. Yep. Congratulations.
Then we're going to have John Lee Gagong.
Congratulations.
we might want to pull the tag off
Tag off.
when you come up. And I can't see who's behind me taking pictures, so if there's somebody taking pictures, you'll kind of judge, you'll know when they're done. Thank you.
All right. Good.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Next, we're gonna have Rama Wahid.
Congratulations. Yep. Congratulations.
Next, we're gonna have Dean Trache.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Dio Rai Cho.
I'll turn around. Thank you. Congratulations.
Can I get Mary Thomas?
Thank you so much, Judge.
Congratulations again.
Lucky Leonardo Quatero.
Congratulations.
Erica K. Farolino Jones.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Amir Sadepor.
You can leave. It's over.
Congratulations.
You don't have to stay. But all right, have a great one. Congratulations.
Eugene De Vera Nelson.
Congratulations.
Jonah Retiro Jones.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations again.
Doon T. Tu Lee.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Well, I was gonna make an announcement again. Just to make sure they sign it.
Okay.
Richard D. Bruin.
Thanks again. Congratulations.
Jamal Kazil Hassan.
Congratulations. Congratulations again.
Mona Muhammad Hassan.
Congratulations.
Abdul Jamal Alani.
Congratulations. Congratulations again.
Shams Jamal Kazil. Jelena Nikolic Katabe. Gasan Zaki Rea. Fatiha Besahia. Truen Min Lee Williams.
Congratulations again.
Murad Daria.
Congratulations. Cool. Congratulations. Thank you.
Daria Ozdemir.
Congratulations.
Kodo Aspor Avosan.
Congratulations.
Germania Rose. Lisa Jeanette Gunter. Sana Fatima. Catherine Carrillo Harris. Carolina Munoz. Scott C. Quinn Wang.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Meti Ilezi. Jose Angel Brajas Rodriguez. Muhib Morshed Amir. On T. Kim Win. Juan Manuel Fuentes Nuevo. Bunlag Garat Mayer. Beverly Ann Marie McLean. Shui Hanin Y2. Marcelo Simon Felipe.
Congratulations again.
And last but not least, Martin Zubiate.
One, two, three. Awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Congratulations, everyone. Safe travels home. Appreciate it. It's wonderful meeting you. So go and celebrate. You're now U.S. citizens, Americans, and all that entails. Please enjoy it. Thank you very much.
One last announcement. Don't forget to sign your certificates and double check them like we said. They are not valid until you sign them.
That's good. Very